So in 2007, All-Star Weekend, you remember they used to have a Shooting Stars event?
Yeah.
So it was myself, Lambeer, and Swin Cash. And I think with the Lakers at that time, it was, I don't know, it was Michael Cooper, D. Fish, it was a couple. So anyway, we end up playing them in the final. And Bill Lambeer was so intense. Like, he was like, almost like eyes watering almost. Like basically saying, I don't care who we lose to. It can't be the Lakers. I don't care what happened, not the Lakers.
Oh, man.
He had me out there practicing half-court shots.
What?
Like, we have to make, no.
I like it.
Lakers. We're not losing
Competition.
I like that.
I can appreciate that, but like, what was this like? Brewski, remember, relax, bro.
It's supposed to be fun.
like
Jalen, best rivalry you've been in?
Well, in college, Michigan, Ohio State. In the pros, Hicks versus Knicks. As a member of the Indiana Pacers playing against the New York Knicks. And a couple of playoff series.
Youngin.
And I got a chance to join the series right after the historic Reggie Miller 9 points in 8 seconds took place, but they didn't win that series. So to be a young fella on that team, Marcus from New York along with Chris Mullin, and obviously Reggie's a Hall of Famer, and the Davis brothers, to be able to play against Patrick Ewing and Spree, Allen Houston, and LJ throwing up the
That
L.
was a fun series, man.
Absolutely, it was great
I
time.
love watching that.
That was great to watch. You know, Detroit and Lakers was obviously a great rivalry. Is there a better rivalry than the Boston
biggest one. Boston and
Celtics
Lakers. That's the
and
biggest.
Lakers?
Yeah.
I mean, I had the opportunity to be a part of this. You know, this is the rivalry that got me into basketball for one, watching Magic, watching Bird, and then to be a part of it. Look, I had no dance moves.
Oh, they're great. They're great.
That's the first time I've ever seen a Gatorade bath.
In basketball.
Right.
Right. So I'm happy to be a part of this rivalry. As you know, we beat them in 2008, but they came back and beat us in 2010. So that's one of the great rivalries, just period.
You know, one of the
happy to
things
be
I
a
was
part
thinking
of it.
about watching your footage is that so many teams had multiple Hall of Famers on it. So now when we talk about super teams, it's like, okay, the Warriors have 3, 4 All-Stars, like Boston, Bulls, Philly, the Lakers. Like all of these guys, all of these fan bases got a chance to watch greatness on a nightly basis.
Here's the thing. Like, I know if I'm watching this right now, I'm yelling at the TV, but rivalries are dead. Some people say that they are. Some might argue that they've just changed. Where do you stand?
I think the rivalry is dead. There's not enough dislike in the league. You know, there's a lot of players change teams. It's not, you don't have that player no more sticking with one team 10, 15 years. It's just that the competitive nature of it, like when you actually didn't like somebody, you know, you don't see that anymore. It's only like probably 2 players that you say, all right, they have a genuine dislike for another team, like Westbrook and Greek Freak Antetokounmpo. You know, they play with that competitive drive to where they can create a rivalry. Maybe Boston and Philly can become that, but I don't see it. I don't see it in today's game. Maybe individual rivalries, but not team rivalries.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much a mute issue. I mean, there's just
As
no
in
hate.
dead?
There's no hate
Right.
involved. Like those guys hated each other. But I can even say, just me personally, like, you know, we played Paul and them in the Eastern Conference Finals one time. Paul and I have been playing against each other. We was 14, 15. KG is one of my kids' godfathers. Before every game, I didn't shake his hand. We didn't go to dinner.
I thought
Nothing.
KG didn't like
That was my
Rasheed,
man.
and they was best buddies. I didn't think they liked each other.
That's how it used to be, though.
That's
it was
just
fun.
we don't see that.
You're the final vote.
So much money in the game, free agency, rivalries are dead. And respectfully, this can't be necessarily a bad thing off the floor, but for a competitive spirit it is. Players like each other and root for one another.
How dare they?
Like you will see players tweeting about other players, shouting them out and things like that. And so back in the day, your teammates would be on your case for doing that. Now it's just kind
Right, you
of.
heard it here first.
I didn't like players on our team wearing signature shoes of another team.
Okay, so
I
that's
couldn't
good.
stand
That's
it.
hate.